Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So what I want to talk to you about today is swing issues, and I don't know if this happens to you guys, but to me it seems like every single year about this time after the season I start having these issues with my swing, and it feels like I go back in time and I start making a lot of the mistakes that I made in the past. Not as severe as before, but it seems like it happens every year. So what I come to think is that it's a necessary process, in my opinion. This is like the fourth year in a row that happens to me, and about the same time. Okay, so in particular what I'm talking about is, like, for me is my drives have come down in distance, missing to the right. My irons are missing to the right as well, and shorter. The contact doesn't feel as good as it used to. Things like this. What I think is that it has to happen. It's not you. I don't think you can bypass it. Is for some people maybe a couple of days, for other a week, even a month maybe. I don't think a month, but it's a process that, in my opinion, it has to happen, and you have to cycle it. I think I don't think you can do anything about it. So especially if you play a lot like me, I am always playing, so I can notice it. Maybe other people won't notice it as much. They just maybe go out every weekend or every 2 weeks, so maybe for a couple of weeks they're not going to play very well, and they wonder what happened. But then as they keep going, they go back again, and they don't understand what happened. I wasn't playing very well for a couple of weeks, even though I played really well the week before. So I think it's probably because it's that part of the year, or part of the period where your brain has to stop and cycle and implement new changes that maybe you made, or all the improvements that you made. It has to be processed. What I did is I kept notes to write down everything that I was doing right, and in a way that I don't forget maybe just something very, very minor. Maybe when you're dress up position, backswing, whatever it is. Okay, so the notes that I'm talking about is something like this. I call it swing notes, and it changes for everybody, obviously. So these are the things that I consider major, and I think this helps whenever you're not playing well. You remember something, and then you kind of make sure you're doing it. So, but again, I think even if you do this, you're still gonna have the one time in the year where everything is just gonna feel really, really, just bad. Everything is just gonna be very, very difficult, whether you keep notes or not. But I think the swing notes are really good if during the year you run into some issues that you can fix right away. So I highly advise to take notes. I wonder, maybe for some people, maybe this happens like more often, maybe twice a year, 3 times a year, or even 4 times a year. Now the length of this period, I think it could vary. Last year I think it took a couple of weeks. The year before maybe a little longer. So far right now it's been about a week. But I have to be honest, it hasn't been that bad, but it's still, I can see it, I can feel it, that I'm going through some swing issues. So I think for some people it may be just a couple of days. For other people it might be more than that. But I think, in my opinion, is that even if you take a break, you still have to go to that. So the way I see it is that even if you say, like, listen, I'm not playing very well, I'm going to take a break. Okay, that might be good, but I think you're still gonna be faced with those issues, because I think your brain is still gonna have to cycle those swing processes that you've been doing through all the years. So anyways, guys, I wanted to just share this experience with you, and I wonder if this happens to you guys as well, or if is it differently. Is it or maybe you don't experience this, but to me it seems like every year about the same time it happens, without doubt, every time. So it's frustrating, but I think, in my opinion, is a necessary thing. So I don't know what you think. Maybe there's people that deal with it differently, maybe more practice or swing changes, because a lot of people go through swing changes. So I think that's also a process that you can include while you're struggling with this. Another thing that I want to add is that, in my opinion, we get more and more demanding. So as we go through playing more, getting better, we're going to be more and more demanding, and that can work against you, I think, because it's going to be very difficult for you to get over some swing issues, because you're going to want to go back to how you were or where you were playing at your best. So, and you're not going to be satisfied with something less than that. So you're going to do whatever it takes to go back to that, to where you're playing your best. So, and as you go, it's going to be more difficult, because every year you're going to get better and better, and then at the times where you start struggling, I think you're not going to be satisfied with just going back to less than what you were before. Okay guys, so this was just a quick video. I'm really curious to see if this happens to you guys, so make sure to leave a comment below and let me know how you deal with these issues. Again, for me, normally it takes a couple of weeks. I'm over a week now. I seem to have gone over everything, and little by little I'm kind of rebuilding my swing and kind of getting better. Almost back. I'm almost back, but I think it's gonna take another week, in my opinion, to get to, obviously, to where I want it to be. So to where I want to be, but I think it's a process that you have to be patient. And in the end, every time, every year, when you go back into playing better, you're always better and better. So guys, in my opinion, it's ups and downs. It's a cycle that goes like this, so it's never gonna be like this. So when you're in your down cycle, just hang in there, guys. From my experience, it's part of the process. So you just have to hang in there, and then you'll go back, you regain confidence, and you go back to playing even better than you were before. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.